Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite _UK. Sign up now to join me in exploring long-term strategies, thorough preparation, and lessons from the sports journey, helping you achieve sustainable growth in both your work and life.
I have always believed that team selection camps are not just about a list of names. For me, they are a reflection of strategic thinking, leadership philosophy, and the long-term vision of a sporting culture. When I look at the 49 players called up by coach Rassie Erasmus for the South Africa National Rugby Union team's camp in Cape Town in 2026, I don't just see familiar or new faces. I see a clear message: the future doesn't happen by chance, it must be prepared for today. The usual suspects, like Etzebeth, Kolisi, Handa Pollard, and Damian Willemse, bring a sense of reassurance. They are symbols of experience, of resilience proven in the harshest of competitions. What truly makes me think, however, are the 11 names who have never worn the national team jersey before. Among them are faces straight from the school system, like Pratt and Markus Muller, as well as young talents like Emmanuel Shituka, Sifozathu Imnabulele, Paul de Villiers, Riley Norton, Etzebeth and Kolisi, Jacko Williams, Sebastian de Klerk, Cheswell Yost, and Hashim Peed. Their inclusion is not a mere show of grandiosity. For me, it is a calculated investment.
I realize that Erasmus is not selecting players just to fill spots. He is building a competitive ecosystem. Looking back at previous years, this model has been evident. In 2024, 16 players who had never worn the national jersey were invited to camp, but only 9 made their official debut that year. In 2025, the number 16 repeated, but only 4 truly made it to the international stage. This shows, being called up does not equate to wearing the jersey. This lesson makes me reflect deeply. In life, opportunities are not the destination. They are just doors. Whether you pass through them depends on your preparation, resilience, and adaptability. I am particularly impressed by how the coaching staff patiently tracks the development of the young players who won the U20 World Cup under Johan Ackermann's leadership. Names like Cheswell Yost, Hashim Peed, and Etzebeth and Kolisi may be frequently mentioned today, but no one can guarantee they will debut in 2026. The case of Sasha Feinberg-Mngomezulu is a prime example.
Called up in 2022, he only made his official debut in 2024. To me, this illustrates a key truth: timing is just as important as talent. As for the veterans approaching the end of their international careers, such as Willie Leroux, Vincent Koch, and Bongi Mbonambi, they were the foundation for 2 World Cup winning campaigns, where experience and mental strength made the difference. But elite sports wait for no one. Form can decline, injuries can strike, and the next generation is always ready. In the backline, Afalele Fassi seized the opportunity when Damian Willemse was absent. Other young names are also waiting for their moment. In the forwards, the return of Franz Malaby after a long-term injury is both a joy and a reminder that depth must always be maintained. One of the things that makes me think most is how the team is preparing for the post-2027 period and even beyond. Locks like Franco Mostert, Jean Klein, R.G. Snyman, and Lud de Jager are all over 30. This forces the coaching staff to plan for the future.
Names like Ruan Nortje, Salman Moarat, and Riley Norton may not explode immediately, but they are being invested in with knowledge, environment, and trust. I've learned that building for the future is not a reaction when crises occur. It is a process of preparation before problems arise. In the number 7 position, the shadow of Peter Steph du Toit is very large. But instead of relying entirely on one star, Erasmus has prepared long-term options like Vincent Shituka and Etzebeth and Kolisi. This makes me think about personal life. Don't place all your expectations on a single pillar. A sustainable system always needs a succession plan. Another thing that makes me reflect is the decision to extend Erasmus's contract until the Rugby World Cup. In the midst of the ever-changing world of international rugby, it's rare to see a coach with such a long-term vision. Risk is always present. Sports offer no guarantees, but the advantage of strategic stability is immense. For me, this is a lesson about trust and consistency.
When an organization dares to invest in a long-term vision, they send a message that success is not a short-term goal, but a well-planned journey. I understand why debates arise around every selection list. Who gets chosen? Who gets left out? But if we only focus on immediate emotions, we will miss the bigger picture. The selection camp is only a part of a multi-layered plan. It reflects trends, not final conclusions. I take away 3 lessons for myself. First, be patient with the process. Sustainable success rarely comes immediately. Second, always prepare for succession, in work, in organizations, and in life itself. Third, don't let the current glory cloud the responsibility of building for the future. Support, But also understand that development is a process of trial, filtering, and sometimes temporary disappointment. The young players today may not be ready, but if nurtured properly, they will be the pillars of tomorrow. A country, an organization, or a community can only be sustainable when it knows how to balance tradition and innovation. Experience and youth, the present and the future. The success of the Springboks lies not only in physical strength or smart tactics. It lies in the ability to look beyond one season, one tournament, or even one World Cup cycle. Personally, I understand that the most valuable thing is not the moment of glory, but the quiet preparation to deserve that glory.
Goodbye and thank you all for accompanying Scrum Masters Elite_UK. Let's always remember that today's success is the result of preparation and investment for the future. See you again.